Last week, we started talking about what you can expect to invest when selling your home. We looked at the bigger items, but let's look at those smaller things that you wouldn't necessarily think about. In California, the seller is responsible for providing a natural hazard zone disclosure report. This is just a report that shows where your home is located in relation to any natural hazard zones like a flood or fire zone, or even if it's close to an airport or, say, an earthquake fault line. These typically cost maybe around $80. You'll also have city and county transfer tax, but that's minimal. And if your home is in an HOA community, you'll need to pay for the property management company to provide to the buyer an HOA package, which has all the information you're responsible to provide to the buyer about the HOA. This varies depending on the HOA, but I've typically seen anywhere from around $200 to $600. Most buyers will ask for a termite inspection report. Now, I recommend having a termite inspection done right before you put your house on the market so that you know what you're working with. If there are findings, most buyers will ask the seller to remedy, so it's just better to know up front. It's also pretty standard in our area that the seller would pay for a 1-year home warranty. Most buyers will put that in their offer, and they run anywhere from $350 to $600. Now, these are not a given, but can be likely. Many buyers will ask you to help cover some or all of their closing costs. You don't typically see this in the high end of the market, but it's pretty common in the more general level of buyers in an area. Of course, it's all negotiable, and your realtor will help you crunch the numbers and find a spot you feel comfortable with. The buyer will most likely have a home inspection done. They may ask for some repairs based on the findings of the report. Your realtor will help you go through and respond to that request for repair in a way that is fair and meets your budget. Now, other than the cost of any repairs that you agree to, and sometimes the fee for the HOA package depending on how your HOA works, the rest of these expenses that we talked about last week and this week will be handled in escrow and come out of your proceeds. So it's not like you need a huge amount up front just to be able to sell. You will hear a term called prorations. As a seller, you're responsible for paying the property taxes and the HOA dues up to the day of the close of escrow. The buyer will be responsible from the day after closing going forward. Escrow will calculate what those amounts are, and if you've already paid your taxes and HOA dues in advance, you'll actually see a credit to you at closing for the amount you already paid that would go past the close date. Your realtor will have escrow provide what's called an estimated net sheet to help you see what that magic number is when all said and done that you walk away with. That will help you in negotiations when the offers start coming in. Do you have a question about buying or selling a home? Please like this video and leave a comment with that burning question you have so I can answer it for you. I'm Katherine Materiale. Thank you for joining me in Becoming HomeWise. See you next week.